Boston College Eagles. Tonight they defend their home turf against the Providence Friars, who've made the drive 60 miles north here to Boston for what is a typical and critical mid-February game here in the Big East Conference. Boston College at 500, Providence a game under. Both teams trying to move up in that East Division. Hi again, everybody. Dave Sims along with Ron Perry. Glad you could join us tonight. This is a terrific matchup this evening. And when we start talking about Boston College, we've got to talk about this backcourt. One of the best combos in the country. Talking about Troy Bell and Ryan Sidney.
No question about it. They're having a sensational year, not only in the Big East, but when you compare them to other guards in the country. Troy Bell, Ryan Sidney. And Sidney, a real slashing player, loves to take it to the goal, defends. He's the top rebounder on the team. And Troy Bell can fill it up from anywhere. Three-point land. There's Sidney to the bucket. These two guys really make BC go. They score, they defend, and they make the crowd get involved here at Conti Forum. Top two scorers on the team, combined for 47 against Miami this past Sunday in the win. And BC undefeated at 9-0 when they combine for 40 or more points. Outstanding.
Providence is going to counter with basketball's best little big man. Check this out, John Linehan, a difference maker on the defensive end. Can he disrupt BC again for the second time this season? We'll find out coming up next. Starting lineups tonight will be Anron, Laxa, Gomes, Mills, and Linehan. Guys who like to shoot from the outside. They put a premium on that, Ron.
They really do. Anron and Laxa can really fill it up. Gomes can do a nice job in the middle, and Mills, Linehan's going to be a great matchup with Bell and Sidney tonight.
Walls, Agbai, Dornkamp, Bell, and Sidney. Dornkamp gives you some size, some length in the middle. Agbai is a pretty good power forward, one of the better ones in the conference.
I think the boards will be key in this game. Neither team has really dominated their opponents off the glass. The glass will be important, taking good care of the ball, and who can fill it up tonight.
41-year-old Tim Welsh out of Potsdam State, class of 1984. Put up some good numbers since he's been at Providence. And Al Skinner, the Coach of the Year in the Big East Conference last year. Last year won 5 National Coach of the Year awards. Having another good season. Not quite as dynamic as last year, but they're in contention now to make a little bit of a run these final 5 games. Here's what the series history looks like. It's been mostly Providence. 64-61 the last time they met down at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence. BC, pretty good record here at home. They won both meetings last year. The series dates back to 1942. Last time Providence had a win in this building was January 16th of 99, and we are underway. Our officials tonight, John Clockerty out of Raleigh, North Carolina, Donnie Gray out of Bryant's Ford, Maryland, and Joe Lindsay out of Harleysville, Pennsylvania.
Friars open up man-to-man. They really got after BC first time. They'll play some zone as well. Oh, nice finish.
Acrobatic shot by Troy Bell. Talking to Troy today in the shooter, and he said, I'm going north-south against John Linehan. If I go east-west, he kills me. He gets up in here, so I'm going right at him. So that's going to be a big key today.
Best way I can describe Bell for this game is focus, Dave. He looks ready. He knows this is a must-win for the Eagles.
A foul way outside. Agbai fouls Mills. And that'll be a 3 spot for Abdul Mills.
Don't want to foul that jump shooter. And that was a 3-shot one. How about Bell on that one, though? Quick on the dime. He's not even squared away on that one where you have your shoulders facing the hoop. And he's athletic enough to put the finish on. He's a great player.
Getting late in the season. Out on the line. Could be even a little bit chippy.
Money time, Dave. This is where you've got to step up, put the heat on, and make that run. And BC knows it now. 5-5 in the conference, 16-7 overall. They know they've got to get this game.
Mills, the leading scorer for the Friars. Let's look at Al Skinner, his club last year. Surprised everybody. They won the Big East Conference regular season and the tournament. Mills at 68%, 2 out of 3 to get the Friars going.
You know, for Providence, too, 14-11, 5-6. They want to get it. They want to have that series victory, 2 games against Boston College, and see if they can get a playoff run going as well.
Kenny Walls steps outside, nails it down. That's a 2.
We talk a lot about Sidney and Bell, but Walls can be the guy, if he's hot, if he has a good game, that can lift BC to where they need to go.
It's like so many teams. If you can get 3 guys scoring, it makes all the difference. You figure you're going to get 2, but that 3rd guy can really turn the tables for you.
BC tight man-to-man, very aggressive right out of the gates.
Agbai wins that battle against Laxa. Bell in a hurry. Got it up and in. Boy, he's energized tonight. Troy Bell, leading scorer in the Big East Conference. No surprise. Timeout, Providence.
That's a good timeout by Tim Welsh. He's saying, hey, we can't let BC go north-south on us. We can't allow the transition to be up and down. Last couple of years, BC is 80-0 when they get the transition game going. Agbai nearly picked up number 2 on that steal. Troy Bell, he is just getting after it early. He's got 2 of the first 3 hoops for BC. And this is defense creating good offense, prompting Providence to call timeout and see if they can settle things down.
Last time they met, 64-61. Linehan went for 13 points. He had 6 assists, 9 steals in 36 minutes. John shot 5 for 9 as well. And the little guy is just, I'm glad I'm sitting here. Just put it that way.
I'll tell you what, if you have a basketball and John's out in the court, he is one of the best defenders in the nation. From the guard spot, I just don't think anyone gets after you better than Linehan, and those steals really prove the point out.
Troy Bell in the first meeting, 4 of 11, 2 for 7 from 3. Too strong by Laxa. Sidney, their leading rebounder, comes down with it.
Sidney's unbelievable. 6'2", he's long, and he can hit the boards.
Oh, and how about coming from the weak side? Linehan took it out of Bell's hands.
He's so quick. If you have the ball anywhere in the neighborhood, John Linehan gets it, and Troy Bell very quick with the basketball.
Agbai couldn't make the connection. Linehan is going to take it all the way. Smart move by Bell. Why pick up a stupid foul in a situation like that early in the game at 6-3?
And that's Providence's game. Good timeout by Tim Welsh. They settle it down. They get a hoop. And here's that pressure, Bell and Linehan.
Just remarkable. Walls, deep 3, no good. Look at Linehan. He beat Ryan Sidney, who's pretty doggone quick. Linehan takes it all the way. Blocked by Sidney. Nicely done. And here comes Kenny Walls. The counterattack by Boston College. Sidney in a hurry. Got it up. No good. Contact. And I'll keep it right here. A tie-up, says Donnie Gray. Bell and Sidney got the Jets going tonight.
Wow, you're seeing some real quickness. Look at Linehan, but how about Sidney at 6'2", gets up to block that shot. Second man in, a lot of times gets it. Bell there, slows him down. There's Sidney, 6'2", with the long arms. He's up at the box on that one.
Perfect coordination on that one. Bell didn't give him a good avenue. Here's a turnover. Sidney back the other way. 3-on-2. Sidney right at the glass. Won't go. And a rebound goes to Mills. Mills back the other way. Regains. Think a little something riding on this one. Mills, nicely done off the left side.
How about the pace right now? Up and down. If it stays this way, more in favor of BC, although Providence showing you they've got some quickness as well. They've got the 2-3 zone going, and a nice job by the Friars. Down 6-1, timeout, right back in the game.
Boston College 4th in scoring in the conference this week. Providence is 8th. And defensively, Providence is 9th in scoring defense against number 12 for BC. That's a 3 for Kenny Walls. And nice job by Agbai to knock it off of Ryan Gomes. Boston College coming off a win against Miami on Sunday, 76-63. That completed the season sweep of the Canes, 4th straight over Miami. And Providence on Saturday had a win against Virginia Tech, 77-69. Laxa with a steal. Laxa showing some ball handling skill. Sets up Linehan. Drop back for 3. No good. Bell rebounds.
Well, no question. Both teams looking to run early. And Providence does an excellent job right there. They've got to get back on defense, force this to be more of a half-court game.
They worked something for Dornkamp. Couldn't get it up on the glass. Nate saves it, but a little bit too strong for Kenny Walls.
BC getting some good opportunities. Perhaps a little rushed to try to get some of these shots to go down. Keep your patience, make that extra pass, get a good look. Providence hanging right in there. Almost like a start of a boxing match. You really come out flailing, test each other.
Oh, yeah.
Teams are settling in a little.
No pity pat. Throw a couple bombs early, see how they react.
See if they're still standing.
Good hedge stopping Mills. Linehan with 12 on the shot clock. Good rotation. Get it to Anrin. Boy, that's a rare muscle move by Anrin. Shot it short.
Yeah, Anrin and Laxa both outstanding shooters. They need some space, though, to get the shots off.
Cross court. Bell wide open 3. Got it. Troy Bell shooting 30% from three-point range. He's got 7, lacks it back the other way.
Boy, great start for Bell. That's positive for BC.
And Renault rebounds Sidney. How about Sidney? He's a difference maker. Get it and let's go.
He's versatile. He's up
Kenny
and down.
Walls, nice pass. Contact and a foul. Troy Bell with the bucket. It's 11-5 Boston College. Boy, the level of determination by Boston College is stunning tonight.
Well, you got that feeling. Must-win situation. Backs up against the wall. Check out the passing. Outstanding. Walls at the end. Sidney. Walls to finish. Check it out from the rebound. It's not a hesitation time. It's get it and go. Sidney rebounds, leads the break, and check out Walls. Beautiful job to Bell.
Boston College 2.5 games behind first place Connecticut in the Big East, and they are determined. They want to be a factor, try to get that first round bye. Take a break. Bell with a fantastic start. He's got 10 of the 12 points and a 12-5 Boston College start. John Linehan seeing the defense of Ryan Sidney, who's a guy, look at this, the block at one end, gets that rebound, and then he can lead the break for it.
Well, that's the thing. He's really a versatile player. He'd go inside, handle the ball, shoot, and he just gives BC that emotional lift. Leads the team in rebounding as well as Big East guard. He's 6'2", plays much bigger.
Sure does. Mills way outside. Marcus Douthit in the game. A little too strong, and rebound goes to Dornkamp.
Dornkamp, the 7-foot freshman, he looks solid early.
Sure does. Nate going hard to the hole. Too hard. He got an offensive foul. Nice job hanging in there. Rob Sanders to draw the foul.
Sanders, another freshman, good athletic move. He got the position. Dornkamp catches that thing in traffic. Might have been better with the big fella to let him establish before giving them that ball flying down the lane as you see BC shooting it well early. And how about Bell? Perfect from the floor.
That's a great start. Boston College 7th in field goal percentage. Providence 13th in the Big East Conference. Sanders up top. Sanders drive down the lane, and he gets an offensive foul. Kenny Walls standing in there taking a blow.
Well, both teams looking to get things done in a hurry. Got to have a little bit more patience. Looked like Walls might have hit great position, might have turned in a little bit, but no question he was established in the lane.
Bell with Sidney, Walls, Dornkamp, and Agbai, the starting lineup for BC. Good ball movement. Yuka inside with the lefty hook. No, tip, it goes to Mills. 2-on-2. Mills leaves for Gomes. Gets the layup to roll down. Ryan Gomes, good-looking freshman forward out of Waterbury, Connecticut.
Now Gomes has had an outstanding season in the middle. What a pleasant surprise for Tim Welsh and the Friars. He's had a 31-point game this year against Miami. Outstanding.
Wow, nice feed by Sidney for the jam. To Yuka Agbai.
Now you can tell with BC, the quicker they make things happen, the penetration, aggressiveness, there's no question about it. They're fired up. Look at Sidney with the penetration, the dish. Good things happen when your guards get into the lane and penetrate, break people down in the backcourt.
That's 14 times these clubs have met. Providence has won 9 of those games. They do pretty well here at Boston College, an 8-5 record. He got it down low that time. Good combo work by the two big guys. Gomes to Douthit.
Love seeing that when your big people have their heads up, and Gomes with a good pass that time to his front court mate.
Douthit with his first field goal. Sidney took it right at John Linehan. Jumped right over. 16-9 BC. Back the other way. Douthit. Boy, heck of a job by Douthit to get the shot up. It gets a foul on Dornkamp. That'll be his second.
Break for Providence. I thought it was lucky that Douthit was able to get to the ball. Very smart on his part to catch it and chuck that ball up toward the goal. Now Skinner saying, hey, he was just trying to save the ball. My man didn't push him from behind, but nevertheless, the call, a push. Let's see. Douthit got the left hand on his back. Touch foul in a way, but it's in a bad position. That's why he picked it up. Could have gone either way. Could have been a no call. Yep. The hand was on the back, though.
Andrew Bryant. Some early playing time here. Mills. Makes Bryant lead his defensive position. Good fake. Just about 7 minutes in here. Good start here for Boston College. Abdil Mills drills one from deep.
Now Mills off to an excellent start. Mills to put some points on the board, leads the team in scoring, and of course Linehan, the defensive specialist, out in the backcourt.
Mills with 6. He's their go-to guy for three-point completions. Here's Bell. Got room, and he hit it.
Oh, he's on tonight.
Boy, Troy came over during the shoot-around, and you can tell, focused, ready to go. He's got 13 points on 5 of 5 shooting, and then they just turned it over. It'll be Boston College ball.
Talk about intensity, you talk about focus. Early in this game, that's BC. Providence trying to hang right in there.
Agbai got the shot off. Can't get it to go. Bryant rebounds. Bryant steadies, but he turns it over, says John Clougherty. And a turnover for the Eagles.
Get the ball down that low. As a general rule, go right back up with it. If you hesitate, you tend to have problems.
Yuka Agbai is going to get a blow right now. Brian Ross, senior from North Quincy, Mass, comes in.
So Ross had his best game 2 games ago. The Virginia Tech tough loss off the bench with 16. He can shoot it.
Played well, 6 of 8, 4 for 5 from three-point range. So you got the front court guy drilling from deep. That's a heck of an item to have on your attack. Oh man, talk about going after the glass. I think Doubt didn't get credit for that. He and Sanders were up there.
Above the rim. Great job by the Friars.
Kenny Walls, long stroke, long rebound. Kenny can't get it. Mills will get it. 4 on 2. A pop for 3. And Bell back the other way. Bell pull up. First miss tonight. He's 5 out of 6. Good battle underneath, and Douthit comes away with it.
Douthit done a nice job for the Friars off the bench, both ends of the floor.
Douthit averaged just under 5 boards a game, and it's 19 minutes a game.
I thought he looked terrific last year in the front court. I know he's had some ups and downs this year, a lot of talent, and he can really give the Friars a lift in the paint.
6'10" sophomore. They go down low. Laxa turnaround jumper. He got hit. He'll shoot a couple.
Kenny Walls can't believe it, but again, with the quickness BC has, get your hand up, but you know, with Laxa and the foot speed there for BC, don't foul on the play, but a good move by Laxa to get it off. Check out the turnaround. Catches him on the arm.
Laxa's got some really good international experience. Played for the Latvian junior national team a couple of years ago.
You know, if you're looking at shooting form too, he has just got picture-perfect form. He's got the hands across the seams, and watch the rotation when he lets it go. Talk about shooting form. Check out that follow-through with the right hand in the rotation. Just perfect.
Like so many European big men, they can really struggle. We got a timeout, 11:24 to go first half. Critical game in the Big East Conference. Boston College leading by 3. Troy Bell firing up tonight. He's only missed 1 from the field.
He caught it and fired and banked it. He's just ready to play. He's catching, he's shooting, and you can tell when a player has that bounce in his step. He's having good success, and for Providence, their challenge is to try to get up on him and slow him down out of that 2-3 zone. Check the start out. He's already got 13.
Got to find him and go from there. Jermaine Watson in the game. Freshman from Dorchester, Mass. 6'3", Massachusetts Gatorade and USA Today Player of the Year.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of it, though. Too much dribbling around Linehan. That's the 5-second call. Best advice around Linehan is get rid of it.
Yeah.
Pass it, cut, but don't dribble too much because the man is always right there.
It's another way he can turn you over. Providence had 5 and 6 in the conference, 1 and 4 on the road in Big East Conference play. Sheku Kaba's in the game, number 13. Laxton, a little wide left, Linehan. And John Clougherty explains to him that the ball is on the line. There's Troy Bell.
Quick rest.
Al Skinner would like to get a little bit more out of his backcourt in terms of his bench players. Granted, he's got Sidney and Bell, terrific combination, but he's not getting as much from Watson that he would like. Like to get a little bit more productivity.
Watch, there'll be a good one. It's just a matter of experience for him. Oh, nice dish.
With the left hand, good finish by Ryan Sidney. Sidney on the evening, he's got 4 points, 2 of 3 shooting. Linehan got a lane, kick it outside. Sheku Kaba drills a 3. Which is 21st of the season, 33%er. Tight game, 21-19.
Again, the penetration by Linehan, beautifully done. And we see a lot of assists today where guys penetrate into the lane and kick out to the three-point shooter. Well done.
Boston College, 2 and 3 at home, and Sidney with yet another basket.
And these are really big man moves when he does that. That's not a jump shot. That's a leaner and a floater that he releases up there. Tough shot.
Douthit down low, wheels, and got it. That was well done. Good post play by Marcus Douthit.
I was talking to Tim Welsh before the game, and he said, yeah, Douthit, he's going to be getting minutes. He's practiced well lately. He's got the long arms. Off to a good start in this game.
Sidney down low. Good catch by Ross. Sent back by Douthit.
He's in the game. That's a great rejection.
Linehan. See if they can get something on this possession.
Good job by Providence.
Take the lead. Yeah, they've done a good job.
And BC comes out full barrels loaded, and Providence has stayed right in there. Nicely done on the road.
Laxa, they force him out. Here's Douthit. Can't get it. So his 50th block of the season doesn't yield any points here, but at the 9-minute mark, Providence in good shape. They were down by as many as 7. Yuka Agbai, real quick release, won't go. Rebound, Kenny Walls. Inside, fade, a little too short. Douthit with a rebound, lost it. Agbai tried to save it and threw it out of bounds.
Good action at both ends. You like some up and down, push the ball, intensity. You're getting it here tonight at Conti Forum, and this has always been a terrific matchup. Boston College and Providence with some New England pride on the line here tonight. Tim Welsh hoping his Friars can do what they did at home against the Eagles, and of course Al Skinner knows this is a game the Eagles have got to get if they want to go to the NCAA and get on a roll.
5 and 5 in conference play. Douthit back rim that one. Sanders with the rebound. Get a new clock. John Linehan blows by Bryant, sets up Sanders. Tough shot on the run. Good looking shot by Rob Sanders, freshman forward from London, Connecticut. Tied at 23.
Sanders 6'6", very athletic, and that was an athletic move. Right now we've got ourselves a battle up and down.
Kenny Walls showing that San Francisco form. Wide open in the corner, Sheku Kaba going for a second 3, won't go. Kenny Walls with the rebound.
Still think this pace favors Boston College with Bell and Sidney and Walls for that matter. They can put points up when they go up and down.
Glad you could join us for Big East basketball. We're at Conti Forum in Chestnut Hill, Mass. Campus of Boston College. I'm Dave Sims with Ron Perry. 26-23. Boston College in the lead. And they get the foul on Sheku Kaba.
You know, despite this pace and intensity, we haven't had many fouls in this first half.
Moving along, 7:39 to go. We'll take a TV timeout right now. Get right back to you with BC leading by 3. Difference maker indeed. Walls, Bell, Sidney, Bryant, and Agbai for Boston College. Kabu, Abdul Mills, Gomes, Douthit, and Sanders for Providence. At 3, no good. They battle for it, and Gomes comes away with the board. Kaba right in front of Al Skinner. They go down low to Douthit. No cutters available. Finds Kaba. No, and Douthit with the rebound.
Oh, Douthit doing a nice job.
A couple of fakes by Mills, and then he cashes it in. Abdul Mills having a good start, too. He's 3 out of 4, 8 points.
No question about it. And Douthit, you can see the confidence level rise with a young player, Dave, when a few things start to go well. He's got ability.
Agbai, boy, he beat Gomes, and then Gomes had to hack him, put him on the line.
Now, both of these teams can extend defensively, and when that happens, you tend to have some good openings inside. And I've always felt for BC, Agbai, another guy, we talk about Walls, they need inside production, and Agbai, the guy who's capable of giving them, as you can see his numbers, the double figures, and he can really put even bigger points up sometimes. They need him on the floor, out of foul trouble.
Yuka had a tough night against their tough afternoon against Miami. The last game shot 2 for 9, but he did go 9 for 11 at the free throw line for 13 points to go with 11 boards. And that was game high.
He's really put some bulk on. He's strong inside.
And he's added a lot to his low blocks moves, too. John Linehan returns for Shaky Copper.
Tim Welsh saying John Linehan plays so hard every day in practice, ultra competitive, and he lifts the team's competitive level, not just in the games, but also in practice. He said he's truly going to miss him all the way around when he graduates from Providence.
They get Ryan Sidney. They're going to count that free throw. And a foul on Ryan Sidney. Well, the line of the day about John Linehan came from Ed Cooley at the shoot-around. I'm going to go to his graduation and make sure his butt is out of here.
It does seem like John's been around a while, and the opposing coaches want to make sure they don't see him around again. Hey, I'll tell you what, classy, plays hard, and all-out intensity for 4 years for the Friars.
Got that. Eddie was cracking me up. I'm going to his graduation to make sure he's done.
I think he might have the camcorder with him.
Yeah, that's right. Sanders up top. Under 6.5 to go here in the first half. 3-point Boston College lead. Pesky Providence Ball Club.
Yeah, they are. They come at you. BC matchup zone right now. Nice strip.
Sure was. Feeding frenzy. Bell ahead of the pack. Gets the jam.
You know, in the old days, the guards used to just go in and lay those in off the glass. Forget about it now. Two-hand stuff.
Get a chance to really crush when they go for it. Linehan gets a high pick. Bell with another outstanding game. He's got 15 points. He's leading scorer in the conference. Mills gets down low. Won't go. Tipped Douthit. Douthit has been a difference maker for the Friars.
Boy, has he. He is a major lift, 6'10". He knocks Agbai down. He got too aggressive on that one at the defensive end. Look at Agbai saying, is this basketball or football? I know we're going to have some contact. I'm used to that, but the shoulder?
Contact, collision's another thing. First foul on Douthit. Anron and Laxa return to the Providence lineup. Trapped in the corner. They go down to Bryant. Bryant back to Sidney. Up top, Bell. Deep three. Won't go. Bryant kept it alive. Right back to Bell.
Nicely done. When you can't grab it, see if you can tap it out to a teammate, and that was well done.
Good movement. Walls tees it up. Won't go. Tip. Agbai. Who's that? Bryant. Or is it Agbai?
Agbai.
You got Agbai with the tip. 5-point lead. Laxa. Oh, nice job on a give and go. Laxa really making an effort to drive towards the basket.
Well, both teams have just gone at each other in this first half. It's been exciting play. Beautiful passing at times.
Gomes has got 4 points. And Gomes and Agbai take your pick down low. Waging a battle to get position. Ryan's second. His second personal foul. 16 fouls for the Friars, 5 for Boston College.
Good job by Laxer on that last one. We've seen some nice passing in the inside in this game, and he's again trying to make something happen, going to the basket. Then you read the defense. Great dish.
Cross court. Walls inside. Couldn't finish it. Rebound Laxa. Nice challenge defensively by Providence. Good run out. Dunk by Gomes. Set up by John Linehan. 1-point game.
Great push. Linehan always with the head up. Run the floor. And you're going to get that ball. Providence hanging right in there. 2-3 zone by the Friars.
Good quick ball movement, but here's Linehan coming from behind. He's got another steal. I mean, he's dangerous enough in a man situation. He's murder in his zone. Mills sets up. Anron won't go. Rebound and keep it alive. Here's Bell quickly to Sidney. Boy, is he fast. And Linehan came back to disrupt the play. Even though he picked up the foul, that's a big plus mark for John Linehan, who probably ran 2/3 of the court to get back into that defensive play.
Yeah, he's just so quick. You can see Sidney there trying to make that shift move on him as Linehan flies by. That time, he caught leather as well. He's got the arm up. He says, yeah, I got some forearm as well.
That's the 17th foul on Providence. It'll put Boston College in a 1-on-1.
Tim Welsh leaning over, talking it over. Linehan's got to be in great shape to go up and down the floor the way he does.
He's one of the better conditioned athletes you'll ever see. Sidney, not a great free throw shooter at 52-4. Nails the first, but while Ryan's not good at the free throw line, he's 11th in assist turnover ratio, 17th in scoring, 7th in field goal shooting, 9th in boards, and 13th in assists. That'll work. He's a sophomore.
It's well balanced. He's all over the place. Real spark plug for the Eagles. Bell and Sidney have already combined for 22, and we've said BC 9-0 when they score over 40. Oh, beautiful drive.
Boy, a little big man again. Right down the lane. Tied at 33.
Take it to the rack. John Linehan, take it right in there with the big boys.
Sidney up top. And they turn it over. Ahead of the pack, Mills. One man to beat. Got a piece of it. He'll shoot a couple.
A lot of credit there to Abdul Mills. I mean, you got a couple of backcourt people just rising on this one.
They're going to count the bucket.
Absolutely. Mills is 6'3", Sidney 6'2". The challenge was on, and Sidney caught some arm. Linehan, he's reacting to the basket. And Linehan and Mills, great combination tonight against Bell and Sidney. You've seen some great action.
Providence taking the lead here. Rebound, Gomes. Lost it. And they're going to say it went off of Gomes. Got a timeout on the floor with the Providence Friars. They've come all the way back. They trailed early by as many as 7, but it's the Providence. Bell with a fabulous first half, 15 points. Stellar shooting at 6 for 8.
Well, those numbers would indicate we're pretty close, and the Friars with a slight edge, and give them a lot of credit because BC came out very quickly, very aggressively, but we've been back and forth trading baskets in this first half.
Ryan Ross, nice recovery there by Bell, not where he wanted it. Quick inside pass. Agbai with the left hand, won't go. Ross kept it alive. And Laxa comes away with it for Providence. Linehan taking it right into the defense, leaves it for Sanders, partially blocked. They keep it alive. Doubt kept it alive to Mills. They get a new clock. Abdul strokes for 3, got it. Free ball for Abdul Mills, and it's 38-33, a 5-point lead now for Providence. It's their biggest lead. Mills with 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting.
Beautiful job by Providence keeping it alive. There's that defensive pressure again out of the 2-3. BC's got to remain aggressive and do what they've done successfully in the first half, which is to penetrate.
And a foul on Linehan. You see Providence living large with the second chance points, 11-2. That foul for Linehan, that'll be his second.
John Linehan's seen a lot of John Clockerty over the years. A nice exchange. There's mutual respect when you've been around, and both people know that the other one's doing their job.
John Clockerty, a veteran official, one of the best. See him quite often during the course of the year. Walls with the free throw. Kenny's a 73% at the line. He's 19th in scoring in the Big East Conference, 11th in free throw percentage, and 12th in made threes. Part of that big 3 for Boston College. Bell, Sidney, and Walls.
Again,
actually big 4 because Agbai's a double-figure scorer too. So you have 4 of the 5 starters averaging double figures.
Hey, that's good balance. And again, Walls the guy that can get shots because Bell and Sidney can attract a lot of attention.
11-3 run for Providence.
Bell,
2 minutes to go.
Providence has shot it well in this first half. BC's got to step up their D. Oh, another one.
Hey, stopping on a dime is John Linehan. Boy, shot back against the grain. That's nicely done. 5-point lead. Bell over the top. He hits.
Well, that's not an easy one. That's a 3 for Bell. He's having a dynamite first half. And that one was contested.
Sure was. 7 of 9, 3 of 4 from 3-point range for Bell with 18 points.
It's called stepping up your game when your team needs you.
Blocked by Ross. Walls. Going to take it coast to coast. Left it for Sidney. Offensive foul. Good job by Providence. Just stand in there. Who was that, Mills? It was. Abdul Mills stood in and took the charge.
Walls doesn't make a good decision there, though. He's got people up in front of him, and he dribbles right into the defense. Sidney slows down the D. Looks like Bell's open to me with a bounce pass, and Walls creates the contact. Got to make good decisions when you're out there on the break.
Cardinal rule, foul line, stop and see what you got.
Yeah, don't take it in there. You know, it was a good break opportunity. It was a 2-on-1.
2-point advantage right now for Providence, looking for more. Douthit has played very well coming off the bench here. Lenahan over the top. That's a little short, goes up over the top, and it'll be Boston College ball. Stay with us at halftime. Got our ESPN Plus halftime report. Check out the players of the week. And you're going to like that, scores and standings, and we'll take a look at first half highlights and stats. All kinds of things happening, about to happen in the Big East Conference. Don't forget the tournament coming up. All these teams vying for that first round bye. Agbai took it back up strong. Douthit picked up the foul. That'll be his second.
Yeah, we're getting to that point now, Dave, with, you know, wins and losses as you get deep into you're in the middle part of February, deep into it, deep into league play with the tournament. A big factor right around the corner. Of course, Tim Welsh hoping his Friars with 14 victories can get on a roll, and Al Skinner pushing for the same thing for his Eagles.
Luka Agbai at 70% from the free throw line. Lenahan's back in. Kareem Halitz will leave, and Anrin's coming in for Providence. Kenny Walls leaves, and Mr. Bryant. Check that Jermaine Watson is back in.
Very interesting year as John Linehan back in the Big East, with everybody seem to be beating each other up. Everyone's got at least a few losses right now.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Al Skinner said that, you know, the rest of the country, a lot of people around the country think because everybody's beating each other up that the league's not that good. They said, I think you may want to rethink that come March, because I think some of the 4, 5, or 6 teams that get in from the conference can do some damage.
I agree.
Anrin had to go in and out. And now a foul, more than likely on Laxa. That's who it was. Maris picks up the foul. That'll be his first.
Donnie Gray's trying to get, he's having Laxa go get the ball, chucked it into the corner. A little delay of game, wants him to get it, went and got it. Control out in that floor.
Al Skinner, Coach of the Year. He was the Atlantic 10 Coach of the Year back in 91-92 at Rhode Island, member of their University of Rhode Island Hall of Fame. Good defensive player in his days in the pros with the New Jersey Nets, Sixers, and Pistons.
A terrific player. He's been a very successful coach. Rhode Island, here at Boston College. Got a great demeanor, always in the game.
And Sidney's going to shoot 2. That's the 10th team foul, double bonus in effect. Eagles right now, they have 17,000. Sidney can't roll that in. One of the big differences this year in Boston College, Ron, is the fact that they're not playing as well at home. 2 and 3 at home this year. Last year, they went unbeaten at home in conference play. Matter of fact, they're 17-0 at home last season.
You're going to try to hold serve, and for some reason, they haven't been able to hold leads. Most notably against St. John's here.
Up 16-2. Looked like the game, I mean, they had put their stamp on this game. They wound up losing. Lenahan, final 14 seconds. Mills, runner in the lane, got the bounce. Abdul Mills, what a great first half for him. 15 points, steal, 3, could be big. He shot an air ball. 2.2 to go. But the Friars hold a 1-point lead. That could have been a real big one right there. Now Skinner calls a timeout. Talk things over here with 2.2 seconds to go.
It was a big basket by Mills. I think he thought he had a little bit less time than he did when he launched that so quickly. But what a heads-up play. Strip Bell with the ball. Now if you're BC with 2.2, there's enough time to make a quick pass to the mid-court area and see if you can get that last-second shot off. And it's a big one because the Eagles trail by a point.
.2 seconds to go here. Talking about the ups and downs of BC. There's been many, I'll tell you. losses. We talked about that St. John's game. They had a chance to put Providence away on the road. They got beat by a late game shot against Virginia Tech. They did beat Miami, though, twice. Here's Sidney. They let it go. Got the rim.
Yeah, that was a good look right there. He got a shot off.
Well, what a half for the Providence Friars. Abdul Mills, 6 for 9 shooting, 2 for 3 from long range. He's got 15 for the Friars. Bell with 18, game high for Boston College. Friars trailed by 7, but they fought the good fight. All the sweeps have been a bunch so far this season.
Well, it's been just so competitive. We've got a great game going here tonight, which is indicative of what we've seen all year long. Providence trying to sweep BC. We've seen a lot of great conference matchups. Thing that strikes me, everyone's got at least 3 losses. The conference, ultra competitive. Are you going to get 5 or maybe sneak even 6 teams into the NCAA tournament?
It's going to be very interesting come Selection Sunday. Let me tell you, other action in the conference this evening. Virginia Tech could be headed towards their second.
What can you
Lane, he was very active. Mills there stripped. He had an excellent first half for Providence, but that one was a Sidney to Bell stuff as they got it done. And Bell was the man for Boston College. He was very focused in the first half with 18 first half points.
The Eagles are 9-0, and that's the productivity for the first half, Ryan.
Well, it's a great job with 26 already, but oh, look at that quick steal again by Linehan.
And he gets the bucket, too. He's remarkable. 3rd steal tonight. Unreal.
But again, Walls with that lazy pass, Dave, going away from BC's basket with Linehan in the neighborhood. Ill-advised.
Providence is 12-3 when leading at the half. Boston College 1-5 when trailing, and they turn it over. Linehan, alley-oop, nicely done. Count the bucket. Providence starting with a rush. They're starting with the same type of energy that BC started with at the beginning of the contest.
It's so important to start the second half. You can really pick momentum up. Linehan with the steal, the finish. Now the dish from the foul. He got it right where you should. Drew the defense. And Sanders, the athletic freshman, 6'6", with a beautiful finish.
Sanders going for a 7th point. And this would establish the biggest lead of the evening for Providence should he make it. 6 points. Very impressive here in the first 29 seconds of the second half.
And when you're on the road, it really stuns the home crowd. Providence with the lead in terms of points off turnovers here tonight.
Sidney, he got hacked by Sanders. He turned around, gave him a look.
A look, little checkpoint.
Providence 1-4 on the road. That only win was down at Madison Square Garden against St. John's. Boston College 2-3 here at home. Sidney not having a good night at the line. 2 out of 6 on the season. Ryan, for a guy who puts in almost 33 minutes, only shooting 52% change, he missed them both.
He's got good form, good rotation. It's got to be a matter of concentration and confidence from the stripe.
Laxon put the ball on the floor a lot in the first half. Here's Gomes. Oh, that was beautiful. Just beautiful. Going to his left, put it up with both hands at a 49-41 lead.
Great job out of the locker room by the Friars. They're right in this game. Now they've got the lead. And for BC, they've got to keep their poise and battle right back.
Bell, their game high 18. Rebound, Linehan taken away. Bell, can he convert? No, missed the iron. Rebound, Walls, and he put it up with this right hand.
That's a big basket by Walls. BC really needed that one to start this second half and slow down the Friars.
Friars come out energized starting the second half.
Get a little bit of a feeling here tonight. The Friars playing a little bit like they have nothing to lose, and BC feeling a little bit of that backs up against the wall feeling, but they do need that intensity they had in the first half.
Providence going to end up with the ball after that air ball. It was run down by Gomes and knocked out of bounds by one of the BC players.
Got that casual when you shoot that occasional air ball. Like I thought someone was cutting under for the pass.
Yeah. Get all the way out. Ryan Sidney all over that one. He goes for the two-hand flush. Boy, if it's in his neighborhood, consider it stolen.
Well, you know what's impressive is the quickness that these kids have. I mean, Linehan with the steal on the lazy pass. That one looked like it was in good shape. Sidney just ran it right down and forget about it when he sent it down with the stuff.
Sanders up top. Gets it to Gomes. Lenahan will fire over the top, and he hit that one. How about John Lenahan? 33% on the night. On the season, rather, and he opens up a lead of 52-45.
Seeing some tough shots. A good offensive night. The defense really isn't that bad, but both teams really shooting it. Tim Welsh wanted to travel there. Look at John Lenahan. It looked like Sidney might have dragged the pivot.
It was close. Trying to get something for Bell. They give it to him with 10 seconds. Walls. Baseline. Shot an air ball. And it's going to be Providence ball. I'm going to say Dornkamp knocked it out of bounds. Good start here, second half for Providence, 52-45. They've done it without a couple of guys who have not factored in offensively. Laxa and Anron went 0 for 7 from the field in the first half. They get Dornkamp for the foul, and for Nate, that's going to be his third.
You've got to be impressed with Providence. They withstood a very heavy rush by BC early, kept their poise on the road, and have come out very quickly here in the second half, and they're making their shots tonight.
Mills to get it inbounds. Got it to Gomes down low. Blocked. Mills retrieves.
Providence getting the loose balls right now. They're quicker to the basketball.
Sanders for three. Too strong. Keep it alive. Dornkamp comes down with it.
Nice job by the freshman.
In the corner, here's Bell. Baseline jumper, he hits. That's a three. Troy Bell with 21 now. He's 4 out of 5 from beyond the arc.
Tempted to start to write that one down. When he got it, I could tell it was good.
Yeah, get good rhythm. Gomes, no. No rebound by Dornkamp. Back comes BC. Bell ahead of the pack. Sidney steps inside and it's going to get the foul called before the shot. But his quickness is so impressive.
I think Mills caught him on the arm. Nice look by Sidney. He does a good job to find Bell, and that's what Bell needs. You've got to get the ball to him when he is open. He's a guard that handles it a lot, so a lot of times he's got to create it. Sidney doing a nice job to find him.
Yuka Agbai off the inbounds, and back and forth we go. So much for that big lead. It's down to 2.
You know, it's early, Dave. A lot of times 16 plus, but again, wouldn't be surprised to see another wire job here tonight in Boston.
Lenahan finds a crack, sets up Mills. 3 is good for Abdul Mills. What a night he's having. He's got 21, 4 out of 5 from deep. Mills going to make a run at his season high at 27 earlier in this year.
Providence stays with that 2-3 matchup. They've done a nice job. It's really not a matchup. They're just quick with it with Lenahan up top.
Got some air on that one, didn't he? Troy Bell. Big 3. 24 points. Wow. And another turnover. Back and forth we go in this one. Troy Bell, 9 of 13, 5 of 6 from deep. He's got 24, and BC's right back, trailing only by 2. Lenahan, look at that, getting inside. Nice setup for Mills.
That's a beautiful dish. We saw it in the first half, and Lenahan gets in there, and Mills is having a great shooting night, only to be matched by Troy Bell, who has been just on fire. 9 for 13 from the floor in this game. He's shooting 69%, and the rest of the team, Dave, has been much cooler here tonight.
The rest of the team shooting 10 for 27. Bell having an outstanding performance, and we got a long way to go here.
Yeah, we really do. He's on. He has that look in his eye tonight with that NCAA focus. He had 42 here earlier this year against Iowa State.
Yeah. Clock went out. So they'll get a reset. The clock on the above the baskets. It's one of the great changes in the game that we've seen since our youth. I'll tell you, that makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does. Pace of this game. I'll tell you one thing, even with that shot clock, we have not seen that challenge at all tonight.
Right. Guys getting some good shots, and as you mentioned, some tough shots, but getting them good rhythm in the offense.
Really felt early. You know, I talked to Tim Welsh. He wanted to see more of a, I think, a half-court tempo. But sometimes the game evolves, and his team has really matched BC very well tonight. They've shot it well. You know, and on a night when you're shooting it well, the key will be who can get some defensive stops. And will Providence have that drought that they've had in some games this year where they go minutes without it? It certainly hasn't appeared it so far. Out again.
Clock went out again.
Both of them now.
Hopefully be able to get it to stay on. Right now, let's take a look at Shooting the Rock, brought to you by Rolling Rock. Grab a rock. Good shooting by both clubs. 23 of 47, 19 of 40. Wow.
And also from three-point land, Dave, both clubs have been very effective making the long ones.
Tell you what, both teams average close to 60 shots per game.
This game's so critical for BC, and then they just want to take them one at a time. That's the way you got to do it.
Rebound goes to Linehan, off the miss by Bell. 4 on 2. Leave it for Mills. Good recovery defensively by Boston College. Douthit.
I thought he was going to launch that one.
So did I. They go inside. Gomes able to save. Good job by Douthit. He got knocked down. Saved it to Agbai, to Ryan Sidney. Alley-oop, it said, look out. And oh! And Linehan said, hey, I just happened to be there. So for Linehan, that's John Linehan, his third foul.
Surprised Bell doesn't get it here. I thought that he was open. Ryan Sidney's got him right there. Then I think he thinks Linehan's going to go with Bell, but he comes across with the quick anticipation. Check it out. Bell really open, and that's where Linehan, not intentionally, came up and under Kenny Walls.
Linehan wanted a no call, citing incidental contact. Sidney with a quick burst to the hole. And they get the foul.
Surprised on the Walls play that maybe they didn't give him the shot. He looked as he caught it, trying to go up with it, but the ruling was on the floor. Not in the act of shooting, according to the officials. Maybe they didn't feel he had enough control of the basketball.
That last foul on Ryan Gomes, his third. Boston College for the tie or the lead on this possession. They get it to Bell, wide open. He makes him pay.
Wow. He is on tonight. Check it out. Making the threes, making the twos.
Our fifth lead change tonight.
Called taking a game to another level when the money's on the line, when you've got to get it done.
27 for Bell. Linehan playing with 3 fouls. Mills has felt it all night. That one won't go. Rebound Agbai. Ahead to Ryan Sidney. Bell's open again. He'll fire from in front of the bench.
Oh, he's just on fire.
Troy Bell with 30. And we've got 13:50 to go.
Got the crowd involved as well.
Timeout Providence. A career high 7 threes for Troy Bell. Timeout Friars. 16-3 run by Boston College. We're back to County Forum in a moment.
Hungry?
9:55. Boston College now in charge. And one thing Providence has got to do, they've got to find number 2.
Well, I mean, the way things are going, I mean, you've got the 2-3 for Providence. Belt is just sticking it. He's been the man. You may find Tim Welsh with this hot hand for Bell. He's knocking those threes down now like nothing. You may see some man-to-man out of his timeout with pressure on Bell. He's just on fire.
4th 30-point game for Bell this season. Leading scorer in the Big East Conference.
As you said, Dave, with a lot of time left in this one.
Yeah. He's got a conference best 42 points. That was that performance you alluded to earlier against Iowa State. Let's see what Providence can do to counter.
Boston College in that matchup zone.
Laxa, no. Tip. Keep it alive. Gomes got it. Check that. That's Sanders with the putback. Very aggressive on that second hop. He got it to go. Ties the score. And here's other action in the Big East. Wow, Virginia Tech at West Virginia, blowing out the Mountaineers. And Miami doing likewise to St. John's.
A lot of credit to Ricky Stokes with Virginia Tech. They've played hard, and that's a big win. Maryland, ACC action over Georgia Tech.
South Carolina leading number 7 Alabama. And can message to a friend. Let them know what they're going to do tonight. Hey, only 4 guys for BC have scored this evening. Wall is about to become the next double-figure scorer.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible. Bell, of course, has just basically said, hey, come on, jump on my back tonight.
Yeah.
I can feel it. We're going to get there. And, of course, Providence has had a lot of answers, and they're hanging right in there.
We're talking about those steals for Linehan. He averages 4.52 per ball game. Sanders trying to make this a 1-point game. Doesn't get the roll. Sanders just 56% at the line. And now what happened? Now the other clock went out. Or no, it didn't. Donnie Gray looking up, and evidently the game clock. Okay, he got an assistance here. He thought it had not moved it when it did. So we're all set.
Say, Don, we got him going on the floor now. All right, we got the clock squared away, the action ready to go again. Let's see what Providence, if they stay with that 2-3 zone.
Linehan on Bell. That's a matchup we wanted to see all night.
Yeah, here it is.
Bell said he was going to go north-south tonight. Going to attack right at John Linehan. Agbai with a quick fumble.
But out of that timeout, Tim Welsh said, man, with 30, with this much time to go, we're going to have to put Linehan on him.
Well, that's a heck of a drive. It won't go. Kept alive, and Sidney ends up with it anyway. Good D by Sanders. Baseline set up for Kenny Wall. Wall's in double figures now with a triple. He's got 12. 62-57 Boston College.
Well, another nice inside-out pass. BC connecting right now. Friars could use one here.
Sanders blocked. And a foul. It's on Sanders to prevent the breakaway.
Lucky if he didn't get intentional on that one.
Andrew Bryant is 7th of the season.
I don't think Sanders was really going for the ball on this one. Let's check it out.
They're going to get Abdul Mills off the bike and back into the game, but quick.
I think that's an intentional foul, Dave. I don't see any attempt right there by Sanders to go for the ball. It's just the hack over the shoulder.
Ryan Gomes going to come back in. Marcus Douthit will leave. Mills is back. Saw him riding the bike. Look, he's got a little bit of stiffness in the groin he's trying to work out. What a game this has been. Back and forth. BC got out to the great start. Led by 7 early. Halftime, it was Providence. Here's Bryant stepping out. Got a lot of air on that one. Bell runs it down. Tip is good. Bryant got that tip. Ties the biggest lead for BC, 7 points.
Good job by Bell to keep it alive. And there's a 5th player now in the scoring column for the Eagles.
Sheku Kaba. And they gave that score to Agbai, we're told. Kaba, nice look. Mills got a layup. Terrific movement by Providence, 64-59. Mills with 20.
Friars man-to-man. They played zone throughout. We'll see what Bell can do with Linehan on him. Nice drive.
Put it up on a quick delivery. You got a breakout. Mills and Kaba ahead of the pack. Here's Linehan. Trailer Mills. Lay it up and in. Beautifully done.
The trailer.
Wow.
Gotta love it when the trailer gets it, Dave. You get some help there.
Fill the lane. Keep your head up. And it's a 3-point game. 11 and a half to go.
Oh, Mills has had a nice night in Linehan. Boy, it's been fun watching these backcourt players go at it.
Mills with 22 points. Sidney down low in traffic. That won't go. Keeps it alive. And Kaba takes over for Providence. A 3 with tying here for the Friars. Lacks a good pump fake. Mills in the corner. Why not? Won't go. And Ryan Sidney. And it's stolen by Linehan. This guy's unbelievable. Foul on Sidney.
There it is. Illustration time with Linehan. He just anticipates with those quick feet where you go with the ball. He's unbelievable.
If he can see it and reach it, you're in trouble. 11:09 to go. We could be here for a while. 64-6 lead. And I got to tell you, this game is the antidote to the Villanova, Connecticut game on Monday, where it was 8-6 second with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Look at the numbers here. Bell, 7 of 9 for 3-point range. He's got 7 of the 9 long balls for BC.
That tuned in late to that game as Connecticut prevailed 46-40 over Villanova, the second lowest combined scoring total in league history.
45-40. These two teams combined for the lowest score ever. How about that?
Well, it's not what we're seeing. That was first half action tonight.
Yeah. 3-point lead. 11 minutes to go. Chatting with John Clackery during the timeout. He said John Linehan is the best defender, on-ball defender he's seen in his 25 to 30 years referee.
Seen a lot of games.
Yeah. Is it Mike Jarvis buys that? John said, boy, Tommy Amaker was great when he was at Duke, but nothing like Linehan. Down low to Gomes. Take it away, regained, and then Bryant takes over.
Great intensity here tonight. The execution's been very good. Teams have shot it well. Providence goes back to the zone. They've been showing some man-to-man. Watch out for Bell with that hot hand.
Bell with 30. Walls tees one up wide right. Easy rebound for Bell. Go down low, a little bit too much. And Gomes with just that little subtle shove. And a fourth foul on Gomes. Gomes has not been too large a factor this evening. He's got 8 points, 4 rebounds. And he'll get a blow right now with 10:19 to go. We may not see him for a while.
May see Douthit again. Douthit was very effective. Marcus Douthit in the first half. Laxa in the middle. See if BC can get some action off the boards right now. Providence got a box out.
Sidney over the top for 3. Ryan Sidney now 1 of 3 from deep. 6-point lead, under 10 to go here for Boston College.
But we talked about that backcourt 40-point number, and Sidney and Bell over the threshold right now, but we still have a tight one here.
30 for Bell. Sidney with 13. They're at 43, and a blocking foul on Kenny Walls. And good call on because Marcus Douthit's coming back in for Providence.
I really liked his energy in the first half. The long arms, he's 6'10". I thought he played with a lot of confidence.
Right now, Sanders with Douthit, Laxa, Mills, and Linehan for Providence. Bell, Sidney, Bryant, Agbai, and Walls for BC. Very important game tonight. Sanders gets the entry pass down to Douthit. That was challenged by Bryant, and then a foul by Mills. Second foul on Abdul.
It's a good idea to get into the game as Douthit did right there and get a couple of touches before you try to go up with it. Tim Welsh looking on. He knows his team battling. BC's playing at a very high pace, and Providence has been hanging very tough. It's been interesting. Neither team really able to pull away in this game.
BC at 5-5 coming into tonight's game, trying to get over the 500 mark. Providence at 5-6, trying to get to the 500 mark.
I think to get to the tournament, Dave, you're really going to need a plus 500 record in Big East play.
It's a good sign for Boston College. They're over the 40 mark.
To finish the thought, over 500 in Big East play, I think you got to press the 20-win mark too to get to the big dance.
Linehan leaves for Mills. That's a good thought. Mills cross court finds Laxa. That's going up. He's open. Count it.
Got a great touch. I started to write that one in the book as well.
Absolutely. He had that much room. Laxa 1 of 5. That's his first make. He has 5 points on the night. Well, it's about half his normal total. Average is almost 11. They find Bell. Quick step. Walls. This zone moving pretty well. Bell over the top. Won't go. Rebound goes to Sanders. Linehan shifts gears and knocked away by Bell. A breakout. Ryan Sidney going to reset. Good look underneath. Kenny Walls with a layup. It's 70-64.
High energy level. BC really pushing the pace, and it's a very quick lineup that Al Skinner has on the floor right now. And Providence quick as well, but that time Linehan got stripped.
Laxa goes by Bryant. Laid it up short. Bryant rebounds.
Nice job by Bryant off the bench for the Eagles.
There's Linehan, got a deflection, loose ball, and Linehan comes away. Leads to Mills, one man to beat, he challenged, block! What a foul, Sidney thought he had a block. Boy, that was close.
That's a big foul with this much time to go. That's number 4. Well, Sidney can really get up. That's the cross-court pass. It just doesn't get enough height on it. But check it out now, Sidney. That's a good call. I mean, he got a lot of leather, but he came down on him. But, you know, with 3 fouls, with the kind of time left in this game, they need Sidney on the floor.
Sure do, Mr. Energy. So a big spot here for Jermaine Watson. BC needs him. As Al Skinner was telling me during the shoot-around, hey, don't turn it over, just run our stuff. Anything after that is gravy. But just don't turn it over. 70-65, 7:53. Fabulous game, 23 points on 9 of 15 shooting. 3 of 7 from deep. He's got 6 boards as well. Linehan, stellar as always, 11 points, 5 of 9 shooting, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 steals. Ryan Sidney's on the bench right now, and he's got 4 fouls, and we may not see him for maybe another 3-4 minutes. Ryan has played a good game as well. He's 5 of 10 from the field, 14 points. And here's Jermaine Watson.
Good pressure out of the timeout by Providence with Sidney on the bench.
Linehan got another steal. Loose ball. There it is. Linehan's got it. Going to the glass. Lay it up and count it.
Unbelievable. It's the pressure. Nice job by Tim Welsh. Sidney out. Full court pressure. Try to make a basket. And Sidney with the 4 sitting down. And Linehan the steal and the finish.
And the whole play started when they attacked Jermaine Watson.
Look at his tenacity, though. And it's Linehan again getting the ball. And I mean, Bell very good with the ball, but you just almost can't handle it near him. And the finish, chance for the 3-point play as well. There's some enthusiasm by Linehan.
Agbai the foul, his 2nd foul tonight. And he tied Pepe Sanchez for all-time on the steals list. Boy, that's strong. That is really strong. Tied for 2nd. Pepe Sanchez, Eric Murdoch. That record not far away. Here's Ross. That was partially deflected. Bryant, wow, he may have gotten away with a travel there. Agbai now. Hands to Bell.
Guess who's in the neighborhood? Linehan.
That's right. 2-point lead for Boston College. Tries to blow by him. Let him play. Bell. Linehan steals it. Oh, my goodness. Didn't even get his hands on the ball. That is remarkable.
Got to be so quick when you have it near him. And right now, with Sidney on the bench, more pressure on Bell to just be quick. He stumbles a little. There it is. And Linehan, he hits it on the line. Doesn't think so.
And he changed that play. No foul. And Tim Welsh saying it should be a shot clock violation. Tim Welsh is going nuts on the sideline. There was some kind of clock problem. That's got to be one of the things that Timmy was contending. Boy, hey, a screaming, stomping fit over there, and John Clougherty checking things out. Boy, Linehan is such a game changer. It is just unbelievable.
Shot clock on 8.
Okay.
And Tim Welsh, I think, feeling that BC had possession. I don't think they ever lost possession as that ball went back, and the officials want to get a read here. Did the clock get reset? But it had ticked from the 35 to where it is. It's good officiating right here. John Clougherty.
With Donnie Gray.
Donnie Gray talking it over.
And Joe Lindsay.
It's a good crew. They've done a good job here tonight. This has been fast action.
Early lead for Boston College as we check out our game summary. Brought to you by Hyundai. Points in the paint, 6-point edge for Providence. Both teams aggressively shooting the 3, and Bell's got a game-high 30 points.
It's been good shooting.
I'm talking
really,
about the change of possession here. The one we had down here with Linehan,
yes.
I guess. And they had another one here. Having a drive of the game. Take a guess. I think it's going to be John Linehan. What a surprise.
Well, it's off the steal, no less. Beautiful finish as he takes it in there and shields off Agbai, who He gives up about 9 inches to with a great finish. Linehan just constant energy on the floor.
The intro. Well, they got 17 seconds on the shot clock. Tim Welsh seems to be.
It's going to come down, though.
They run it down to 6.
Well, a lot of time had to go off there between the deflections. Here we go.
All right, Brian Ross, the inbound. And they get it to Wall. Ryan Sidney on the bench with 4 fouls. Quick shot, no good. And Leland Anderson gets his hands on the ball. Nice rebound. Transfer from Michigan. Down low, spinning. Laxa held by Ross. Linehan gets it. Corner to Anderson.
And Laxa held Ross. That was amazing.
Laxa up top. Oh, in and out. 70-68, Boston College.
Aggressive action. Boy, both teams really want this one. Down the stretch, you get 6.5 to go. I think we'll see Sidney probably another minute.
Bryant will fire from there. He loves that shot. Every time I've seen him this year, he's working on it. He can hurt you inside, says Al Skinner, but he loves shooting from the outside. Andrew Bryant, he's 12 out of 35 now from three-point range. 73-68, BC.
That's a big basket. Boy.
Sanders runner, score it! He was looking for an outlet. He was trying to give it up to Linehan or somebody. He said, hey, I guess I'll have to take it myself, and a little runner from the foul line.
Seeing some good young players in the conference. The future is bright in the Big East. Look at Sanders, athletic. The runner, beautifully done in the clutch right there. Nice crossover move. I kind of wonder with Agbai, you know, as BC center, he's out on Sanders type. Play a couple of feet off there. Make Sanders take a long shot. The foot speed and the quickness by Sanders proven there to be too much for Agbai up that far.
Three-point play by Rob Sanders. 73-71. Neither team asking for and giving no quarter. Let me tell you. Agbai, here's Bell. They come to double team him. They harass him at midcourt. Foul! They call it on Sanders.
What extreme pressure and quickness by Providence. Full court style. It's really a 3-guard lineup out there now with Linehan, Mills, and Cobb. Look at this pressure in the trap. Finally, too many reaches, and the reach-in call there.
4 fouls on Rob Sanders. Sends Bell to the line. Great free throw shooter. 88.9 coming in. Second in the conference to Villanova's Gary Buchanan.
It's his first trip, isn't it?
I believe it is. Second trip.
Second trip. All right. He made 10 free throws in his last game against Miami. 10 for 10. He's just an excellent foul shooter.
And a good routine. Terrific delivery. Bell 11 of 19 from the field, 7 of 10 from three-point range, and 2 for 2 at the line. 31 points. As Laxa comes back in.
It's been quiet over the last 7 minutes, though. With 13 plus, I think he had reached the 30-point plateau.
He's going to run here too. Going for number 25. Back rim. Agbai runs it down. They get a chance to extend this lead. They're up by 3.
It always happens when the roll's on. We make note of it. He'll get another one going. He's an exceptional foul shooter. Big possession again for BC.
Again, Ryan Sidney on the bench with 4 fouls. Ross a little too deep. Laxa and stolen by Bell. Bell goes up and he lays it up. He beat Linehan. He couldn't afford to foul him. Linehan playing with 3 fouls. It's 76-71 Boston College.
Bell is really trying to will Boston College to get this W at home tonight.
Tim Welsh came way out on the floor to get a timeout. And about 7 or 8 seconds ran off the clock before Joe Lindsay got it. His attention was drawn to Tim Welsh.
Bell just took that ball away on the weak side, didn't he?
They out-muscled him.
Check it out. Ball just catches iron, and he just takes it from Laxa. It finishes it. Big basket. Bell has been so quick and aggressive. And as I said earlier, focused from the get-go here tonight.
33 points. He attacked Linehan and Providence immediately in those first 2 possessions.
Been in the papers locally saying this is a put ourselves in this position, but we're healthy now. They came off a big win against Miami. He said, we're in a must-win situation. And when you have that feeling, you've got to step it up.
Troy was talking about, hey, we want to get that first round bye. We want to finish first. They're 5-5. They're 2 games behind Connecticut. 2.5 games behind Connecticut. Start of this evening, under 5.5 to play. Linehan to Mills. Mills has been outstanding this evening, although he hasn't scored in the last few minutes.
Yeah, he's got to get involved, and Providence could really use one here.
Sheku Kaba, front rim, loose ball, goes to Mills. New clock. 18 fouls on the Friars, 18 fouls on the Eagles. Both clubs shooting 1-1.
BC man-to-man tight right now. See if Providence can get some action to the basket again with Linehan penetrating.
Linehan in traffic outside Laxon. Kaba, they could swing it baseline to Mills with 8 on the shot clock. Linehan gets a look, fires a 3, won't go. Rebound goes to Mills. They get another crack. Mills sets up Laxon. That's a 3. Short. Rebound. Agbai. Eagles with the ball up 5. 4.5 to go.
Couple of pretty good looks for Providence, but again, long range. They're not getting much down in the paint area right now as they go back to the 2-3. I think you're going to see Providence come out of that 2-3 next time. Oh, nice steal.
Sure was. Kenny Wall's not strong with it. Kaba inside, lay it up. Sheku Kaba makes it 76-73.
Full court pressure. Nice job by Providence. They're not going anywhere.
And Brian Ross did not. Let's see. Did they get the timeout call?
I thought he did.
Sanders is making sure. Donnie Gray's making sure Sanders reports in correctly. But that was a 5-second violation.
Amazing. Providence with the immediate pressure.
And here's Ryan Sidney with 4:06 to come back in.
Evidently didn't get it in there, and the Friars right there with a chance to tie it with a 3.
Here's Linehan. They reset now. Tim Welsh with the call. 4 minutes to go. Friars down 3.
Great action.
Oh, tremendous. Linehan. Here's Kaba. Kaba going hard. Taken away by Ross. Here's Sidney with Linehan back. He goes behind his back. Walls is there to bail him out. Back to Sidney. Block. They're going to score it. Goaltending.
You know what? That ball on its downward flight. Gomes should have let it go. It didn't look like it had the legs to make it to the basket.
It looked, yeah. Timeout on the floor. 3:40 to go. This one's a smoker. 78-73 Boston College. Situation. Providence has a full and a 30, and ditto Boston College. Ryan Sidney back. Check that 3 30-second timeouts remaining for Boston College. They do have the arrow as well. Kaba with Mills, Sanders, Linehan, and Gomes on the floor right now. Walls, Sidney. We've got Bell, Ross, and Agbai for Boston College.
Tight man-to-man by the Eagles. Friars need the penetration.
Reversed by Mills. Won't go. Rebound Agbai. We've got Agbai, maybe the biggest rebound of the game for BC. Cross court, Kenny Walls. No, sir. Agbai had it, lost it. Jump ball, they're going to say. Tied up. BC's going to get it, though.
Wow. That's a break for Providence. It looked like Gomes might have had some arm as well, and that would have been 5 on Gomes. Oh, and it's Providence ball.
Providence ball, beg your pardon. That's Agbai with 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, this is just all-out hustle by both teams.
Ooh, yeah, that could have...
That's a break. Got a piece of the man as well as the ball, but great hustle all the way around here tonight.
And Greg Marcus Douthit into the Providence lineup. 6'10" sophomore. Played well.
Yes.
Both ends of the court, and a good shot blocker as well. Got a couple tonight. Here's Linehan. With Sanders. My goodness, what happened here? Brian Ross Loses a wrestling match to Douthat, and he picks up the foul as well. Put Douthat at the line for 1-1. Stops the clock, 2:43 in a 5-point game.
Really battling for position down low. What you don't want to do now is you don't want to stop the clock and foul. Give Providence a chance to inch back in. And you'll also see pressure by Providence on the made field goals when they're able to get them to go.
Douthat this year under 45%, but he strokes the first one. Kareem Halix is going to come in for Mills. Mills with 23 points on 9 of 16 shooting. He's got 8 boards as well. He's going to get back on the bike and get warmed up. How about Douthat stepping up and nailing a couple?
Off the bench, nothing but net. And here's the full court pressure. BC's going to have to take good care of it.
Douthat's got 8 points. Almost a steal. They got Walls ahead of the pack. Hammer time.
Oh, Walls can really get out. That's a great job breaking pressure. Half pass Sidney to Walls.
Timeout Providence. Walls with 16 points tonight. He's got 5 rebounds, 7 assists. I don't think that's going to be enough to put it away. I can tell you that. Not the way this game's been going.
We need the buzzer, Dave.
Let's take a look at our
Walls. That guy that really helps them get the W's when he plays well has been very effective here tonight as well.
Well, the 80 points. Been a while since BC came up with this many points. They had 81 against Seton Hall back on New Year's Eve. Mills back in the game.
Sidney playing with 4. He could have played position defense and not foul out. He's so aggressive out there.
Tim Wells upset, saying, hey, should be a foul. Sanders shakes free. Pull up foul line, no. And I'll keep it right here. 2:05 in the game clock. 5-point lead for Boston College. Tim Welsh's club trying to get a sweep here in the regular season of Boston College.
BC playing with a purpose. The man-to-man, good move by Al Skinner, not allowing those open threes. They are really extending in the perimeter.
Mills. That's a good job. Look at Agbai all the way up top.
Good defense.
That's a good 3-point shooter. Pass too hard. Gomes couldn't handle it. Sidney takes over. BC coming up on $1:30 to go, up 5. Got the ball now, no hurry.
Both teams in the bonus situation. If Providence reaches in, they'd be forcing BC into a 1-on-1, but they're elected here to go for the stop. Oh, nice pass.
Sure was. Layup for Troy Bell. He's got 35. 7-point lead. 1:10 to go. Linehan trying to get free. BC has killed a lot of clock with that extended defense. Mills takes it down the lane and draws a foul on Troy Bell. And for Bell, that'll be his second foul.
Got to really clamp down with your defense when you're trying to put a game away. In the last couple of minutes, BC with the man has really made it difficult for Providence to get good open looks. But the Friars, they've got a lot of fight in them right down to the wire in this one.
Mills 68% at the line this year. All net on that one for the leading scorer for the Friars. Mills missed. Rebound Sidney. Kept his balance. Good athletic move. Boy, he was able to beat Linehan with a quick dribble. And a smart move as he brings it back out. Takes some time off the clock. And they have to foul him. Nice play with 55-5 to go. You would have seen a lot of younger players, maybe less savvy players, probably try to score. But he did the right thing, turn the other way. I saw Rutgers younger players do that once in a game. Gary Warriors was going crazy. You got the ball, you got the lead, you don't have to score.
Work some clock.
Yeah.
Take it down.
How about the numbers for Sidney? 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists.
How about that line? That's all around action.
Sanders quickly to Linehan. Under 50 to play. They got to get something quickly. Linehan in the paint. Tough shot. Loose ball. Taken over by Agbai. Oh, they're going to get him for the traveling violation. There's a break for Providence. 42 seconds to go. Well, you never know. You absolutely never know
two
where this
possessions.
game's going. That's right.
2 possessions, but the extended man's made it tough for Providence to get the three-point shot up.
They go inside to Laxa. And looks like Donnie Gray's got Kenny Walls. He does. So Kenny Walls, his 4th.
BC having a tough time putting this game away. 41 seconds. You don't want to foul and put Providence to the line, and the Friars make free throws, put pressure on, and they're going to have to force BC to make some free throws down the stretch. For BC, get the ball in Troy Bell's hands down the stretch.
Black's a pretty good free throw shooter, 77%. First is good. Halitz and Kaba going to come in, play some defense. Mills going to limp off. I'm sure he'll be back before this is over, even though there's only 41-2 left. Laxa can't get it. Rebound, Sidney. All right, Sidney. That is his 9th rebound, and there's a quick foul. And they get Sanders. Take a look at the ConAgra Foods. And Sanders has just fouled out. We look at the ConAgra Foods Big East standings. Connecticut with the 1-game lead starting tonight against Miami. Miami playing St. John's, and at last report Miami was leading. Big. BC would like to move up. That would put tonight's win, if they can get one, would go to 6-5, possibly move into 3rd place. And Providence trying to stay in the hunt. If they could get the win, would move to 500. But how about this? Boston College has Connecticut twice coming down the stretch. Boston College has their next game is at UConn on Saturday, at St. John's Monday. Villanova and UConn at home, and then at Syracuse. Sanders is fouled out.
No question, a tough stretch of games for Boston College, but I would say, hey, the league this year, every game a tough one. You got to take them one at a time, and this has been an absolute battle here tonight with the Friars at home.
Sanders fouls out, 12 points, 6 rebounds. He shot it well, 5 of 9. Bell to the line, where he's 2 out of 3 this evening. He's got 35 points. First one's good. 6-point ball game.
Really stepped it up in a big game. Troy Bell, great player for Boston College.
Mills is back, replacing Halitz. Animated Al Skinner on the sideline talking to Donnie Gray. 7-point lead. Time running real short on Providence. Mills trying to get free of Sidney. Steps inside. Got the layup. Timeout Providence. Stop the clock with 27.2 to go. Down by 5.
Tim Walsh has done a good job working the clock, but I believe that was their last timeout. Nice move by Mills. With Bell and Sidney, we talked about them right out of the gates. They make this team go, the top 2 scorers on the team, and they've done it right from the beginning. It's Sidney with the steal and the stuff. And Bell has been just unbelievable. Sidney closing in on a triple-double. They work so well together. Nice ball movement there. And Troy Bell has just been on fire tonight.
Came out aggressively from minute 1, fired up, knowing the importance of this game. Bell on the night with 37 points. That's his 2nd highest total this evening, the 40 for the season. 42 against Iowa State was his best. Sidney with 16 points and undefeated when they go for 40 plus.
Well, they're well over it now. They climbed over 50, so they wanted to put an exclamation point on it. But with a 5-point game, 27 seconds left in this game, still enough time for Providence to come down, and Tim Walsh got to be saying in there, we've got to get a quick look. If it's a 2 or a 3, 3 would be preferable, and then full court pressure, and then you got to reach because they're out of timeouts.
I'm trying to remember the last time Providence was able to get up a 3. It's been a while.
Been tough with the man. The man pressure the last, certainly feels like 5-6 minutes plus.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
They sent Sidney long. They give it to Bell, though. He's a better free throw shooter. Halitz couldn't stay with him. And Halitz got a little wood burn going down there as they stopped the clock with 23-7 left.
And guess who Al Skinner said, let's get the ball to him. It was Bell, and he did a nice job to hold on to it because he's saying, I want to get to the line. That's right where you want to be if you're BC.
Far and away their best free throw shooter. He's at 88.9 coming in. Wall's at 73. Sidney at 52 and Agbai at 69 at the regulars.
You know, in the game today, you don't see the accurate free throw shooting. And Bell, one of those guys, and Gary Buchanan from Villanova, a couple of guys that just become, they're close to automatic from the stripe.
That's right. Buchanan with the NCAA record, 90-something in a row.
Unbelievable. I was talking to, again, Tim Welsh earlier and saying, I almost can't believe that John Linehan won't be here next year. But he's very excited about a point guard from New York, from Westchester, Donnie McGrath, that'll be joining the program. And that's constantly what these coaches are dealing with, is replenishing the talent pool that they have. Troy Bell has just made it happen for the Eagles tonight, and that's what the great players do.
Sure enough, 39 for Bell tonight. Mills inside. Tried to draw some contact. Ross. And they come and foul him with 15-9 to go. Boy, Mills got inside. Thought for sure he's going to get hit. Boston College fans get to their feet, acknowledging the fine performance by the Eagles in what has been an extraordinarily hot contest. Offensively, one of the better games you're going to see in the Big East this year. Ryan Ross stepping to the line. He's 59.5% on the season. Oh, this is his first attempt tonight.
These three guys have made it happen tonight. Sidney, Bell, Walls as the trio.
Wow, that one got a lot of rim that time. 87-79. That should pretty much do it. Linehan missed the layup. Breakout. Bell going for Sidney. Laying up and in. That's going to do it. 89-79. And Linehan with the final shot. And we've got a final of 89-79, Boston College. The Eagles go to 17-7, 6-5 in the conference. Providence goes to 14-12, 5-7 in the Big East Conference. For Ron Perry and our entire ESPN regional crew, this is Dave Sims. Thanks for joining us. Fun game as we move deeper into the season here in the Big East Conference. Boston College by 10. And this has been a presentation of ESPN Plus, the worldwide leader in collegiate sports television.